Yo, what's going on? This is AD the Kingmaker, and welcome back to another episode of King's Corner. And today's topic is shame on y'all niggas for shaming these hoes. We have to stop slut shaming women, men. You guys need to do better, okay? Now, this is a rant. This is just my opinion. I ain't really got a whole lot of facts behind this, but here's what I will say, right? Imagine a world where every woman was super prissy and, you know, dressed up and classy, and we had no hoes. Like, you had to take every woman on 3, 4, 5 dinner dates before she would even think about giving herself up to you. What a terrible world that we're living in. That's what y'all are gonna end up leading us to by slut shaming all these women. Women are natural creatures. They like sex just as much as men do. In their 40s, you know, around menopause age, they like sex even more than men do. And so the only reason they want to like hold their bodies back is because they don't want to be labeled a slut by society, right? A woman is going to do what a woman is going to do, and you'd actually get way more cooch if you stop judging them, because what a woman really and truly wants is to feel safe in order to be able to come out to be herself. And this means safe socially by not being judged, safe emotionally, meaning you're not going to attack her. And so I personally think we have to stop slut shaming. We need hoes. They're out here doing the Lord's work. There is no woman out here who knows how to nurture and cater to a man's ego like a hoe. Okay. Not one. Okay. Because typically, main chick, what she doing? She getting on your nerves, right? And by the time the second chick see you, it's been a little bit, and she's like, hey, come here. Let me sweep you off your feet, take your socks off. Like, let me tell you what they say, side chicks are saving relationships. We need these hoes, okay? Every woman cannot be buttoned up and classy and demure and all the other shit they be trying. We need some women who's, you know, down to get loose, okay? We need that. And that's also why prostitution is the world. Might have to bleep that one out. That's also why that is the oldest profession on earth. They've been slanging that thing since eons ago, okay? So we need this, okay? Y'all stop slut shaming these women. That's not good. It don't do nothing. All it does is it keeps you from being one of the guys she wants to let slut her out, okay? Shame on y'all. Stop doing that. Stop being so judgmental, losers. All right, next topic. I want to help you guys understand your worth as men, okay? And when I learned this next lesson, this next piece of game that I'm gonna give y'all, like it made me relax even more, right? So I'm gonna start this conversation off with what women want, but it's not about women at all, okay? What they want is a man that is rich, loyal, and attractive, okay? What they don't understand, men, is that they can get 2 out of 3, okay? And that's it. They're not going to get all 3 out of 3 because 3 out of 3 does not exist, right? So think about when you were younger and you heard about the little triangle, right? And let's say you're talking about buying products or services. You can get something that's cheap, you can get something that's quick, or you can get something that is high quality. You're not going to get all 3. If it's cheap and it's quick, then it's not going to be of high quality. If it's high quality and it's quick, then it won't be cheap, okay? So what most women don't understand, men, is that they're lucky to get 1 out of the 3. If they get 2 out of the 3, they need to be counting their lucky stars. 3 out of 3 doesn't exist. So let's talk about each of these men and their archetypes, right? The lowest value of the 3, the lowest on the totem pole, is a loyal man. Why do you think that is? It's because when you have no one who wants you, of course you can be loyal. It's easy. Don't nobody else want you. The least thing that a guy could be is loyal, okay? So a woman will settle for a man who is loyal, just like a man will settle for being loyal to one woman while that's all that he has, okay? If you are a man who wants to live a great life, your best life, I'd recommend having multiple. It's just better that way. But you gotta know how to manage them, which means you gotta get one of my programs. So the second one is rich, right? And, you know, obviously every woman wants a man that's rich. Rich is also relative. There's always some guy who has more money than the next, but essentially they want that because that makes them feel safe financially, so to speak. And there's plenty of rich guys out there. And then there's, you know, attractive. And so when I say attractive, I don't necessarily mean 6'2" with 6-pack abs. Although that, that helps and all that. What I mean attractive, I mean like masculine. Like you are a man who respects himself, who loves himself, and is not going to put up with anything from anybody, especially a fucking woman. Okay. And so those are the three things, right? And so when you kind of combine two, you get these different archetypes, right? So let's say that there's a guy who is loyal and he's rich. Okay. What is this guy called? He's called a trick. Okay. He wants you and only you, and he has money. He's willing to give it to you. Right. So if a woman got with a guy who was only rich and that was it, she'd be lucky. Right. If she got with a guy who was loyal and rich, she's double lucky. But what the issue is that this will not be a guy who she respects because he lacks attractiveness. She will drain him. Like I said in the last episode, she will be a leech. She will drain him and drain him and drain him. And once it's all gone, because he's not attractive, she will be gone too. Okay. Then you have the men who are rich and attractive, right? We call these the playboys. These are the Hugh Hefners of the world, right? And I don't care what nobody say. Hugh Hefner was that nigga, okay? Absolutely. I don't know all about whatever he was doing, but I'll say this. Most men would give their right arm to live a day in Hugh Hefner's shoes, okay? But these are the playboys. These are the guys who have the money. They're generous, right? They're attractive. And so every woman wants them. Women know that these men are not loyal. They know that. That is just what comes with the territory, right? And then you have the last one, which are the men who are loyal and attractive. These men, yeah, they're not rich. They have no money. And so that's kind of like the romantic one, right? Those are the guys who, like, you meet them, it's like flash in the pan. There's lots of emotion, lots of sex, lots of passion, but you can only sustain that for so long without no money, right? Coochie dry up real quick, right? And then you got 3 out of 3, a man who is rich, loyal, and attractive, and this man exists in fairy tales. Okay, this guy does not exist in real life. I was talking to a chick one time, and she was just complaining about how other men don't do this to their women, and I remember one day I was like, all right, so who is your ideal man? Just tell me who he is. Like, and he ain't even got to exist in real life. Is he from a movie? Here, you can take a man. You can take, okay, you like Drake. Let's say you like David Banner. Let's say you like Will Smith. Like, you can even combine and make it. Where is this man at, this perfect man that you think of? Like, who is he? What does he look like? Couldn't give me anything. Couldn't come up. I said, give me a fictional man, give me a real man, give me an athlete, give me a rapper, an entertainer. She couldn't think of anybody. Okay. These men that they want don't exist. Okay. And the other reason why, even if they did exist, they wouldn't have one, because let me ask you this, right? Let's say that you wanted a Ferrari, and there's a Ferrari right here. Your next door neighbor's trying to sell you a Ferrari. It's his, it's brand new, 0 miles on it. He just don't want it no more for $250,000. And then let's say that exact same Ferrari exists up the street, same number of mileage, same year, same everything. And they're like, hey, we want $500,000 for ours. Why in the world would you go and pay $500,000 for a car that you could get the exact same thing for half as much? You wouldn't. If I can get a woman by being rich and attractive, why would I be loyal? It doesn't make any sense. I don't need to be. The men who are loyal because they need to be, right? And then men also have different definitions of loyalty compared to women, but that's a whole nother topic for an entirely different episode. But guys, what I'm telling you is you need to focus on self-love, because self-love is self-investment. And the better you become, right, the more that a woman understands that I cannot replace this man. I can get another man, but I will not get this man. And what women really want is they want a specific man, right? Mostly men, we want a woman to do something for us. Women are very specific. I want that man, right? And if she really likes that man enough, she don't care if he already has a woman. She still wants that man. Every episode, y'all know I got to react to something. This particular episode, I'm going to be reacting to an email that was sent in by a young man. I don't know if you're up to date on the game or anything, but we got a community called King's Corner on the school community and over there. They already know to contact me. Send me an email at thekingscorner92@gmail.com. That's thekingscorner92@gmail.com. Let's jump into this email and read today's royal request. The subject line, this young man says, "I need help." Okay, very dramatic. He says, "Hey, I don't even know how to say this, but I just found out my girl's been cheating on me for the past 2 months. 2 months. She's been lying to my face, sneaking around, acting like everything was normal while I thought we were good." Okay. "I only found out by accident. A message popped up on her phone and I went down a rabbit hole I wish I hadn't. There were texts, dates, calls, proof." Okay, that's his first mistake. Not first, but that's a big mistake. Don't go through your woman's phone. Don't do it. It's stupid. What I would recommend you do is just say, "Hey, give it here." Right? Just to test to see if she's going to give it here. But even if she did, I'm not going through it. Right? If she don't, you know what that means. And either way, if you're doing all this, what it truly means is you're too focused on her, which means you've made her the focus of your life instead of your damn self, which means it's only going to be a limited amount of time before she runs out the door anyway. There were texts, dates, calls, proof that she's been with someone else this whole time. I don't even know how I missed it. Was I blind? Stupid. I thought I was doing everything right. So whenever a nigga say, "I thought I was doing everything right," that means you're doing too much. Because everything right means that you feel as though you owe her something, right? As opposed to saying, "I was doing everything I wanted to do." There's no right and there's no wrong. There's just doing what you want to do and doing what she wants to do. I recommend you do what you want to do, because if you do too much of what she wants to do, she's not going to like you no more. And she's going to be leaving anyway. And women respect men who disappoint them. So when in doubt, do what you want to do. Now I'm just sitting here feeling like a complete idiot. I'm so mad I can't even think straight. But more than that, I feel crushed. Like, how could she do this to me? Was any of it real? And the messed up part is I don't even know what to do next. Okay, so one, we see how dramatic his language is. Like crushed. I feel crushed. Okay, you sound like a woman. I think you just mean you're a little upset. You're a little taken aback. You're a little shocked. Okay, you want to minimize. That's what masculinity does. Masculinity takes big things and makes it small. We want to make the word smaller. Like, how could she do this to me? Was any of it real? And the messed up part is I don't even know what to do next. You do what you want to do, right? That's why men are so crushed when women leave, right? Is because this whole time you were focused on what she wanted and what she wanted you to do and what she wanted from you. And so when she leaves, you're like, well, damn, what do I do? You should have been doing what you wanted to do from the beginning. But you don't know what you want. You only know what she wants because you try to please her. And that's when y'all lose. Do I confront her, walk away, try to fix it? I hate that part of me even thinks about forgiving her. Do I confront her? I like confrontation, me personally. That's me. I do. I don't think it's worth it in this situation. Walk away, try to fix it. Yeah, man, I say you do what you want to do. I also will say if a woman, let's put it this way, a woman cannot love a man she does not respect. And I also believe a woman cannot cheat on a man who she respects. I don't believe it's possible. I don't believe it's possible. I could absolutely be wrong about that. But again, if she's cheating, she does not respect that man. Try to fix it. I don't know. Try to fix it. That means it's broken. I had one coach, he said that the purpose of a relationship is to enjoy the relationship while it lasts. Right? So like try to fix it means that like you think it's broken and it needs to be changed. Like maybe it's just time for it to end or transition. Maybe that's what it's time for. I hate that part of me even thinks about forgiving her, but I don't know how to process this. I know you're honest and I need that right now. What do I do? How do I even move forward with something like this? I feel so lost. Yeah, man, do what you want to do. A guy who writes an email like this, you're obviously not winning. So I would recommend winning. I recommend focusing on yourself. I recommend going to the gym. I recommend investing in yourself. I recommend drinking your water and wearing condoms and getting your steps in every day and getting you an accountability coach and making you some more money. I recommend that you focus on you and make yourself the best version of you. So that way, the next time you catch a chick, it's going to be a much better woman, right? Because you're going to feel better about yourself. Meaning she's going to meet you and meet this high confidence, high self-esteem individual, and she won't know anything about your past because this chick is done with you. And sometimes relationships just need to end.
Do you feel like it has something to do with a male self-esteem when he starts mentioning that his penis is small before you even have sex with him?
Probably. Or, okay, let me put it this way. Maybe he's telling the truth. Like, if this is not me, but if it was me, if I, because you can go Google what the average penis size is, right? I'm sure every man has done that at some point. And so if it is, then it just is. If it's me, I'm leading with it. I'm leading with it. I'm letting you know, hey, look, I'm about to hit you with all 2 inches. Come on.
Okay, but look, there's a difference.
I mean, you get fucked.
There's a difference of you saying it with confidence and like, so for instance, talking to this guy, we're out at dinner and he just tells me, like, we end up talking about something and he was like, well, I mean, a lot of women think I'm just out here getting, I'm just out here slanging it right and left, but I'm really not, because I don't have the tool that it takes to be doing that. And I was like, so you a stud? Or like, what are you saying? And he was like, no, I got like a good 4 inches hard. And I was like, only reason why I can think he would tell me that is if you're trying to discourage me from having sex with you at all and friend zone it, or you're really telling me the truth and also trying to discourage me from doing it, because you're not saying I got 4 inches, but I know how to use that motherfucker, or I got 4 inches, but you.
Yeah, I think he sounds like he's insecure. Or no, he's not. He's insecure. You said they think I'm out here slanging it left and right, but I'm not. I don't have it for that. So like, I think he's saying that he believes that women, what he's saying is, because I'm 4 inches hard and that's it, I don't even believe that I could have a bunch of sexual partners. That's what he's saying.
So that is an insecurity thing.
Potentially.
Cause I
did you have to pry it out of him, or
no? He just.
So it don't sound like he's insecure.
Cause I didn't have somebody that has something like maybe the size of your index finger, and not even that. And he kept it a secret all the way to the bedroom. I mean, talked the most shit too. And when we got in the bedroom, it was kind of like, oh,
gummy worm top.
Definitely. And I don't like gummy worms.
I just think that man or a woman, if you lead with how good your sex is, it just shows that like you believe that's the most valuable thing that you have to offer. If you lead with that.
That's true.
So I just don't, I think those kind of people are probably, they're just good for sex type of thing. I'd imagine. I'll put it this way. If a woman leads with sex, so you got to think, I got this book, it's called Sapiens, and it talks about like how there used to be multiple different types of humans on Earth, and now there's just one. We killed them. That's what happened. They ain't here no more. It's just us now. But one of the things he was talking about, I got caught off subject. What was that last topic about?
You were saying about.
Yes. So imagine this. Imagine that we're on an island, right? It's me, you. Let's say there's 8 guys, and there's 16 women on the island, right? And this is, we foraging for food and all that, right? So this is survival mode. And a woman who is very beautiful will get men to provide her things simply because she's beautiful, right? That's what makes Kim Kardashian so iconic, right? Because what is she famous for other than looking how she looks, right?
Yeah.
She has products and services, but like she was famous even before she had any of that, right? And it's just because a woman who has beauty doesn't have to do anything. Just her existing will draw male attention to her, and these men will give them their resources, right? Yeah. And so I say that to say, if a woman is like trying to get chose by one of the 8 men so that she can get one of the resources, and let's say like she's a cave woman, she believes she has nothing else to offer. She can't go gather no fruits and no berries. She can't do a damn thing. She can't wash clothes. She can't keep a child. She can't do nothing. She's going to lead with her sexuality. She's going to sit there, shake her chest and be like, hey, choose me. And she's going to look pathetic, right? And so in 2024, all these women who are leading with their sexuality, now again, no judgment on them because I think we need these hoes, but they are communicating that I am of low value. Like, this is what I have to offer to you. Like, this is the best of what I have to offer to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at a man in the same kind of regard. Like, I really believe that's probably what they're going to best have to offer you.
But I would say, well, not but and, because I'm not negating what you just said, but, and then you said but again. What the? And if you went on a date with a woman and she just sat down and y'all talking and she like, I'm gonna just let you know right now, this shit dry and it's loose and it's just like not good. You wouldn't think like, why is she telling me that? Or maybe she just don't want me to have it.
That's too forward, almost.
That's the same as a guy saying, I got 4 inches. So I'm just letting you know that.
He's trying to tell you the truth.
That the truth hurts.
Because you liked him?
The truth hurts because for one, I liked him, and for 2, like, I just don't even want to.
You didn't like him enough.
4 inches, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work for me to do. Okay. That is a lot of work.
Okay. So you didn't like him enough.
That's just a lot of work.
Okay. What if Chris Brown was 4 inches?
Now, but Chris Brown gonna know how to move that. He know how to move that motherfucker. Okay. He gonna make it move where I ain't gonna even know. I'm gonna be so exhausted. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, he flipping me around everywhere. But if your energy is just like, hey, it's gonna slip out. Like what? I'm not excited.
Well, it's not like he's just telling you the truth.
But that's the thing. That's
to be lied to.
That's one thing I was about to bring up. I noticed, and I'm one of those people that just say, I want to know the truth. Tell me the truth. As a woman, I just want honesty. We honestly do not want to know the full truth. We want to know some of the truth. We don't want to know all the truth.
Y'all nosy.
We want to know some of the truth early. And you hit on something when you said, like, women like men that disappoint them. I don't know what that is psychologically, but it's some truth to that because, yeah.
Because they want men who are better than them. A man who's not better than you can't disappoint you. You don't even care about him.
True.
I can only disappoint you if I'm better than you. You have to like me a lot for me to disappoint you.
True.
So that's what it is.
And I have to look
at
you.
Then you're not my equal. Which is why you got to follow instructions. But that's what it is.
I have to look at you in a certain way in order to even be like, damn, like you really okay. Yeah, because I'm like, the more I know about a person, especially early, it's just like instantly turned off versus the person that sold me the dream and then I find out you was lying. The fuck? And then you'll still be thinking like, am I gonna keep talking to him? And it's like, bitch, he lying. You know he lying. But I found out later. Versus somebody that just put it all
involved.
Yeah, versus somebody put it on the table like, look, take it or leave it. And you like, leave it.
Trying to get an ROI.
Yeah. I need that. I need it. I need something back. I need something back for the time I put in. But let's play the little game real quick. So now it breaks down like, am I the problem?
You might be.
Fuck. I'm off.
Yo, this has been AD the Kingmaker. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of King's Corner. I want to make sure that you like, subscribe, share the podcast here on YouTube. Go follow me on Instagram at the RPA guy. Go follow us on the Instagram at King's Corner as well. Go follow the school community. Make sure you tap in, get you some games so we can help you focus on your self-love, self-respect, self-acceptance so you can live an outstanding life. Peace.